the brother Muriel shared something with me that is absolutely amazing. It really just shows you that Ish and the other nations are through. Their lies have no more weight, and they're not, and all the lies that they've been pushing are not going to continue. Did you know that it was illegal to actually have a DNA test performed in Israel? Now, why would that even be the case? Since I'm sure many of Ish actually probably controls many of these companies and things like that. Why would it be illegal for that to actually, happen or be to take place in the land of the Most High? I would think that people would be pretty proud to be able to show their lineage, unless, the lineage that they would show would probably be something a little bit different than what has been portrayed for these last 70 plus years. Let's check out this video.
Today, it is prohibited, and you can Google this, to do a DNA test in Israel. Totally forbidden. Wrong. It's illegal. It's a crime. You'll be jailed if you do a DNA test in Israel. Why? Because they know the truth will come out. You come from Poland, you come from Ukraine, you came from Europe, you came from everywhere else. And they were the original Middle Eastern Jews who lived together with the Muslims and the Christians for centuries. For centuries. So what happened to a lot of the Jews who were the Middle Eastern Jews? How come the Palestinians were all or predominantly Muslim? Did you know that there are hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Christians? Did you know that? Across the globe, they are scattered. They suffered as well. In fact, they suffered perhaps more than the Muslims. Do you know that their churches were bombed? Do you know that they feel more unsafe than the Muslims? Did you ever know that?
I didn't know that. That's news to me. But this video is a couple of days old, and, it's got quite a few views and, some new information coming out. Kind of funny, around, October 31st, around the time that this lease is supposed to expire, all of a sudden the Most High is bringing out all this other information. I mean, yeah, it's well known, I'm sure, in some circles, but the vast majority of us did not even know that. We were not aware of these types of things. He said you can Google it, so I did that. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that I found when I Googled this. So right here, what countries do not allow DNA testing? France and Israel strictly prohibit the use of direct-to-consumer DNA testing websites, but are unable to regulate those that operate from abroad. March 1st, 2022. So, I mean, you can't stop it, but they strictly prohibit the use of direct-to-consumer DNA testing websites. Let's check out some other parts. So we got this one. Why is DNA testing illegal in Israel? It is actually in part due to fear that such information may upend marriages and maternal lineages. That in 2000, the Israeli government passed the Genetic Information Law, which makes it effectively illegal to use a DTC genetic testing kit in Israel. So, I mean, this is like, 2000, but this article here is about 2020. So this has actually been something that's been going on for quite a while. Now, we know there's probably some other reasons as to this, and we'll get into that shortly. Now, right here it says, can Jews trace their lineage? Most present Jews do trace a considerable or even majority, usually not an overwhelming majority, but surely at least 50 to 60% ancestral component clearly identified with the populations from late Bronze Age and Iron Age, southern Levant, where Judah and Israel were located among other Canaanite-derived groups. So saying that you can, find your lineage, you can go back and whatever else, that totally goes against the Bible. The scriptures say that we were going to lose our identities. Jeremiah 17:4, we're going to lose our heritage. That was part of the curses that true Israel was going to go through. Now, something from the video that you need to kind of listen is that, listen to and kind of pick up on. At the end of the video, the Arab guy was like, he starts talking about the Jews that were there with them. But he doesn't really go into that. He doesn't really, he just kind of diverts back to the Palestinians. But these guys are well aware. Everyone in the world is well aware who the true Israelites are. This Arab guy knows too. He's sitting there telling you that these guys prohibit DNA testing. So if they're all, they all know about this, not allowing DNA testing, that these people all come from these different European countries, They didn't stop and just like, oh, well, but we don't know who the true Israelites are. They all know. But apparently it seems as if everyone is just sworn to secrecy. The Arab guy was actually describing our plight. You know that they were bombing their churches, but he tries to throw like the whole Palestinian thing into it, like they were bombing, these Christian churches or Palestinian Christian. It's like, no, man, they were bombing Israelite churches. He says, and like a lot of you couldn't really tell because he was really mixing things up. But listen to that part. He's like, well, a lot of these it's the Jews, and we know that, they feel like they're more persecuted than even the Arabs, than even the Muslims. Of course we are. Because in Daniel 9, 11 to 12, 13, it tells you that the true Israelites were going to be, they're going to be getting the business. They're going to be getting destroyed more than any other nation, more than any other religion. We were going to be persecuted more than anyone. So he's well aware. So all you got to do is just look at the signs. Look at who's been dealing with the most persecution. Look at the people what are they always telling us to do? Oh, what does your DNA say that you're from Native America? No, your DNA says you're from Africa. Well, that's why you use it. You sitting there trying to tell us everywhere where they're from. So now you have some tests that these people won't even like subject themselves to, okay? To tell them who they are. But you try to use that on everyone else. You try to use that on all of us to make us seem as if, so you can tell us where we're from. Real quick, I'm going to read Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. And people are, oh, how did you, if it's your land, how would you not know it? Because they moved us all over the place. They took possession of our lands. But this was all part of the prophecy, us losing our heritage. But now these prophecies are starting to actually be fulfilled. Hosea 1:10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. No one's telling Ish that they're not the people. Everyone is all on that bandwagon saying that those are the people, right? But at a time it says, ye are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And that's what is on tap right now. The Most High is exposing the other nations, exposing who the people you are supporting, and and showing who the real people the Most High loves and the ones that he has chosen. Right here, 1 Peter 2, 9 and 10. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, an holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And that's what you're seeing right now. Us being called out of darkness. Us being called out of ignorance. Which in time past were not a people. No one knew who we were when we went through our curses. Okay? But are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. We are obtaining mercy because now we are getting knowledge and understanding. Once again, we are getting knowledge. The Holy Spirit has come to bring knowledge and understanding of who we are here in these last days. But what are the other nations going to do right now? Take a look at this.
Like, big fella, you said catch you in traffic, right? We in traffic. Now you ain't got your ears with you. I'm about to put these paws on. I told you you wasn't like that. I got that dog in. I'll hop out this window right now. I wish you would. Look out.
Everyone else is playing dumb. Everyone is just looking forward. They're not looking to the right or the left. They're ignoring this huge gorilla, standing right next, 800-pound gorilla looking at you, staring at you right now, looking at you and showing you all this proof of who we are. And you're being exposed of who you are, who you are, supporting and saying other people don't fit the scriptures, doesn't fit, the prophecies that are being displayed right now. Much love to the family. Tonight, make sure you, recognize our ancestors, spend some time with them, thanking them, because like I said, we are the manifestation of those prayers. The world has been waiting for us to awaken at this time. And I thank the Most High that he chose us to be here, as well as the cleaving Gentiles that are having the opportunity to see this truth and to be able to accept it, because, hey man, time is short and it's a beautiful thing and a beautiful time that we are living in. Thank you, everyone. Shalom.